Do you want to become a landlord but don't know where to start? It takes patience and understanding to become a good, successful landlord. You definitely don't want to turn into the cliche slummy landlord you see in the movies or hear about online. I'm Josh Tyler, and today we will be going over key points that will set you up to be an awesome landlord that others respect and your tenants will love. Following these points will really set you apart from the crummy landlords out there and will make your life way easier when dealing with good and bad tenants. Please subscribe to my videos and comment if possible. Thank you. Let's dive into it. Give out free handouts once in a while. Yes, you can afford it and it will go a long way for you down the road with your tenants. Let them win by remembering their birthday in your cell phone and sending them a card with $40 inside telling them thank you for being a great tenant and happy birthday, or sending them a notice for a certain amount of rent off on their 6-month or year anniversary that they started to rent from you. Or do the same thing for Christmas or New Year's. It is a relationship, so nurture it. These little easy things will make a huge difference and they will benefit you in the long run when you need a favor from them down the road. Fix things in a timely manner. If a tenant of yours reaches out with a problem of some sort, then address it as fast as possible. This will show them that you care about the situation and you're on top of it as a landlord. If you can't get to it at the moment, then be responsive and give them a specific timeline on when it will get done. Always have great communication. If you expect good communication and you let them know before they rent from you, then show them it in return. Be punctual with timelines, appointments, showings, drop-ins, etc., etc. If you have great communication, they will notice that and hopefully it promotes them to do the same. Give your tenants space and don't be overbearing. Relax. You don't need to know everything that's happening 24/7 at your rental. If and when they have questions or comments, they will reach out to you. You being overbearing as a landlord shows the tenants that you don't trust them or don't care to try and to trust them. Don't hover over their lives. It doesn't make it easier on you and they will eventually leave. Just chillax. It will all be good. Give your investment property updates once in a while. Once again, yes, you can afford it, and all it does is make your tenant happier and puts more return on investment and value into your own pocket. It's a huge win-win. If your tenant is always complaining about how the stove doesn't work properly all the time, well, surprise them with a new one. If they see that you continually update your rental from time to time, it will encourage them into wanting to stay longer. Really make them feel as if they deserve the update that you are doing for the rental at that time. Have the essential rules, don't make tons of rules. Everyone hates rules within means, of course. Be the landlord that sets up the needed rules, but don't go overboard. Don't create an environment that the tenant feels as if you're always after their every move with all these rules you have and keep creating. Tenants hate that, and so would you if you were in their shoes. Always do as you say as a landlord. Being a man or a woman of your word goes a long, long way as a landlord. If you say you won't raise rent for 2 years and something like COVID-19 hits again or whatever, well, stick to your word and hold fast to it. The tenant will see that you're working hard within your means and they will greatly respect you as a landlord. Be the example for them and they will return the favor when you need it. Always have easy, convenient ways to make contact and payments. Don't give your tenants a particular timeline on when they can call you. Keep your schedule mostly open for them and open up all forms of contact, i.e. calls, texts, and emails. Let them know that they can reach out anytime when they need something. Try to avoid the snail mail and make payments convenient for them with setting up some form of direct deposit or using online platforms these days so they can make easy, convenient payments over their phone. Personally offer to help them move in or out. If you're local and you can spare an hour or so, then by all means at least throw the offer out there to help your tenant move in or out. 9 times out of 10, they will tell you no just because it's sort of uncomfortable or whatever, but at least put that offer out on the table to them and they will feel appreciated. It goes a long way as a landlord. Speak to them as an equal, not just as a tenant. Sometimes there's this perceived notion that just because you're the landlord and they are the tenant that you can speak to them in some looked down upon way or whatever. Being a great landlord means being a great person. So talk to any tenant you have with respect and a level mindset. The tenant will pick up on either way you speak to them and you want to make sure it's the latter. Lastly, understand and know the laws as a landlord and from a tenant's standpoint. Study the laws in the state or states that you have investment property in. Study the laws on both sides and become very familiar with what you can do and can't do. Keep up to date with these laws because things can constantly change all the time. We have seen perfect examples of this during COVID-19. Knowing both sides of the law will set you up for success as a landlord, and it will really help you conduct your business fairly and justly. My last 2 cents from all of this, being a great landlord comes down to just being a great person who holds all these values as a part of their life in business dealings with their profession. Also, your reputation is key. Just because a tenant leaves doesn't mean that they can come back and rent from you in the future or refer a family member or a friend of theirs your way. Let this be a good reminder to always treat others as you want to be treated, because you never know when someone can pop back up into the rental world, which ultimately could help you out in the long run. If you like my content and videos, as always, please subscribe to my channel and keep on checking in. Thanks.